I'm not seeing anything that severe though. Maybe it's just an old tire that got poked with a stick. Well, my point is you have to look for what popped your tire. And if you can find it, you got to get rid of it. And sometimes you can't. And sometimes you can. Now this over here, on my bike, I accidentally stripped out trying to install some pegs. So be careful what pegs you try and install, because my thread there is cross-threaded. So that just means I gotta be a little careful with putting my bicycle back together. Right? Come on, daylight, hold out for a while. Okay. Yeah, I know I didn't disassemble the brake. I know, for those of you who know what you're doing. Well, that is what it is. Probably get rid of this tape here. Leave no trace, people. Pretend like you're at Burning Man. Be good. Be good guys, don't be bad guys. Okay. Well, I'll be. And then after you get that over like that, it just unzips like a zipper. Super easy. I like to think of it like a zipper. Well, I lose my dropout and my torque arm. Yeah, real easy to lose your torque arm and your dropout. Whew. So be careful on that one, guys. Don't lose your dropout. Don't lose your torque arm. Don't lose any parts. Imagine if it was night right now. I'd be so screwed. Oh, no, I got it. I was worried I forgot to get my inner tube out of the bag, but it's right there. Then I got to get that old tube out of there, like so. And then after the tube is out, that's typically, give me a break. So that was unusual. Ooh, look at that. So I know that right up here is where it happened. I don't see anything still in the tire, but the stem is here, the puncture is here, right? Hell, that looks almost like I overinflated the tire. Almost. Because I'm not seeing anything that pierced it. And I know I didn't inflate it past 30 psi though, so whatever. It's just a thing that happened. Now, my son got me this bike pump, and I think I complained about this bike pump in a previous video because I couldn't figure out how the dang thing worked. Like, it's a bicycle pump, easy, right? Well, kinda. That garbage is gonna go in my pocket, in my right pocket. Then I got this. So no Burdette Park today, guys. Probably gonna get done with this, run out of daylight, and head home. Unfortunately, that's how some days go, because I only had, you know, maybe I'll go to Burdette. I could still do that and get another blowout and be without a spare tube. Yeah, that'd be perfect. I am terrible with patch kits. We all have our flaws and our weaknesses. One of my banes is I'm really bad with patch kits. So anyway, on this kind of pump, you've got to insert it first and then flip the thing. It's a weird pump. It's a Blackburn pump. It's really nice, actually. And I did throw this pump under the bus just because I couldn't figure out the reverse logic. Most pumps don't work that way. Most of them, it's the exact opposite, right? What the hell? Okay, Blackburn. There we go. And you want to get a little air in the tube before you try and line it up in the tire. I actually like to get a lot of air in the tube comparatively, compared to some. So this is fun. This is what owning an e-bike is like sometimes. You gotta figure this crap out. What in the hell is this thing? It's like factory glued almost. Okay. Now you pump for a little while. Hopefully you got the skills to edit your video and you don't make your viewers listen to you while you're just pumping away at an inner tube, which is almost, you know, it's a little zen. It can be kind of zen. You can kind of make it a happy event if you're that kind of happy individual running out of daylight in the middle of the freaking Howe wetlands. Okay. You got the tube here. Get your tube in your tire. I bet you guys didn't see that coming, that the tube goes into the tire. Let that be a lesson to you, you heads. Okay. Now I need my rim tool, which if I was smart, I would have put up here. But since I pick things up and put them down instead of put them away, sometimes that's not how it goes. So I might very well be down at a rim tool. Let me put everything over this direction while I look for it real quick. Maybe I can rewind the video and find it. Whew. Well, let's see if the tire gods are kind to me. I can always get a new one of those thingamajiggers. Yeah, it popped in there. That would have been more difficult. That could have been more difficult. Let's just leave it at that, right? I'm gonna go ahead and air this guy up a little bit while I can choose my own direction. After you get the tire on the bike, it can be a little more difficult, believe it or not, because you can't control your angles as well. And without that angle control, sometimes you just can't find the right position to pump it up. Like Hans and Franz taught me how to pump up a long time ago. So you just gotta know how to pump it up. You gotta pump up the jam. You gotta watch some Saturday Night Live. I'm sure I'm gonna find that stupid tool. I might even see it. Yeah, I see it now. Jeez. Okay. Which I have my phone. I've got a phone flashlight. I've got other things. But, you know. Okay. We're at right around 12 PSI probably. I want to get up to at least like 22. That is weird that tube bust like that. I'm wondering, I don't see any damage to the tire. I didn't see where it poked through in that general area. It happened like right over here. So bizarre. I'm guessing I hit one of those heads and there was no actual puncture, but the tire pressure just got, like, you know, the radical amount of pressure on there made it burst. I think that sucker just burst. I'm glad I had a spare tube instead of just a patch kit. I don't think you can, I mean, look at this. Hang on. Look at that. Look at, and there's like another one. Like, what? I hope I don't catch another flat trying to go home, but I just do not see any puncture on the top. Oh yeah, this tire's done. Okay, never mind. There it is, fellas. You see that? That's it. That's ridiculous. This tire is done, son. Okay. I probably should have already got new tires by now. That's probably what that's telling me. So straight home. I've got 2 spare tires for my old e-bike. I'll pop one of those on, and then I'll be good. Which I guess that's what these flecks are for. Like, I was wondering what all these flecks are for. I guess if you see flecks in your tires like this, see all those orange flecks? If you start seeing orange flecks, it's probably time to replace your tire. I had no clue. I've never used this kind of tire before. I might buy more of these though, because my other tires like didn't have fleck indicators. I sort of like that. I'll be sure not to ignore that next time. Man, I hope this gets me home. Look at that. Half tempted to call an Uber. But, yeah. You see where I am? No, I'm kidding. I know that the road is just right over there. I could easily walk over to it. But man, that's rough, guy. And look at how bad it's starting to bulge. Is this going to get me home? I don't know. I guess I'm going to find out. I'm going to inflate it up to about 20 psi. And then I'm going to get going. And we will be going straight home. There will be no Burdett Park. There will be no further adventure. This is the adventure. Me pumping it up. Pump up the